Hey guys, this is Ryan Terry with Dungeon Strength, and here we're in our first episode of news updates here for Dungeon. We're still working on a title for this series, but so far we're thinking in the news. I don't like it.
I hate it though. I'm thinking of changing it.
Kind of like it.
But I like it.
You'll like another one more.
We might change it. Bear with us, right? The goal of these episodes is to be able to update the local and regional community, as well as the national community if you're curious, on everything that's happening around Dungeon, what's happening in the gym, what's happening outside of the gym, what's happening with competitions, right? What are some important things that you need to know about those competitions? Athlete updates. How are athletes doing, locally, regionally, nationally, everything like that. And so goal is to be able to have these episodes every 2 or 3 weeks. That's my commitment here to you guys. If there's anything, now here's the one caveat that I'm going to say right now for everybody that's watching for the 184 views that we're going to get for this first video. I will miss things. This needs to be clear. So if you're a Dungeon member and if I've missed somebody at a show or something like that, remember it's just me keeping my pulse out on the community. If I miss something, please let me know. Be respectful in the comments, and I will make sure that it gets mentioned in future videos. But I hope this is a great resource for you moving forward. And with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this week's episode. The first thing that we're going to talk about is the Arnold Classic US, which happened this past weekend. We're taping this as of, it's March 4th today. It happened just this past weekend, and it is official. Our very own Angelica Jardine is the 2024 Arnold Classic champion. Yeah. Do you not know? If you don't know who Angelica is, don't worry.
Who is she?
I got you covered. You're going to see her a lot more here in the gym. So here's what you need to know. And this is how ridiculous that this is. AJ did her first local strongman show I think it was a little bit over 2 years ago. Won that show easily. And then, of course, qualified to go to Strongman Corporation Nationals, where, our advice to athletes is typically, hey, go learn, right? Everybody goes to nationals, gets their ass kicked. They learn from the experience. They learn how to deal with the nerves, everything like that. AJ's like, okay, great advice. I'm just going to win it. Okay. So goes out, wins nationals to get her pro card. And then what do I do from here? Well, there's only a few other shows that I'm allowed to do now that I've got my pro card. One of them being the Arnold Amateur World Championships, which I could do once, right? She goes and does that and she podiums coming in behind our very own Erin Murray at that show, once again solidifying herself as one of the best in the world from an amateur perspective. So what else? What other opportunities are there? What more could happen? Oh, well, there's America's Strongest Woman. That's the one pro show that she can go to with her pro card. And she's going to go, hey, what an amazing opportunity. You're going to go and you meet all these amazing women and just get a chance to learn from them and to compete against the best and be able to come back and be better next year. Well, how about I be great this year and win America's Strongest Woman 2023? What? And let's just go ahead and finish this out. She wins America's. Nobody knows who she is. They're like, we have to give her an invite to the Arnold Classic. Has to happen. She gets it. Goes this past weekend. Nobody knows who she is. Nobody. The commentators, go check it out for yourself. Check out the recap. Like they're just talking about her. They're like, oh, she's a powerhouse. Like, man, she looks strong and everything like that. The more they saw her compete, the more they just got more and more excited about her being out there. And she just started. I mean, I loved watching her out there having so much fun. And she goes and she wins Arnold Classic. This has never happened in strongman, or excuse me. Well, I guess technically it's happened in strongman history. Strong woman history, never has anybody gone from in 2 years to do what she's done. AJ, we are so ridiculously proud of you. And I was so excited to see the DSRX community get behind her and everything like that. This is your moment. Savor it. Amazing work. You know what? You need a boost to your day? Let me do you a favor. I'm going to do you a favor right now. Go look up the Rogue Fitness Jet Carry recap from this past show. Go to timestamp 18 minutes and 45 seconds. You're welcome. That right there will get you through most anything that can hit you in the face in 2024. So thanks, AJ, for your example. We really appreciate it. Also, our very own Erin Murray was also competing at the Arnold Classic. I mean, listen, Erin, for those of you that don't know, is the first strong woman, I should say strongman athlete, male or female, to be a 2-time world champion in 2 different weight classes. She was the lightest person by far here at the show, and she gave him hell. We're very proud of you, Erin. And we can't wait to see you compete here in the Arnold Classic UK, which is coming up. We'll talk more about that here in a second. But once again, great work. Make sure that you're checking her out and showing her love on her social media. She continues to build a career out of the sport. Just awesome stuff. Zach Cash from the gym, a local firefighter here, competed in the World's Strongest Firefighter and placed in the top 5. Honestly, that's a huge improvement of what he did last year. Really love the way this guy is committed to his training. He comes in, does the work, and he improves. I really can't wait to see how he builds on top of this. My favorite moment from watching him compete was his yoke and his wheelbarrow. I think he took, it was the yoke carry into a wheelbarrow carry. And if I remember correctly, he was 7th or 8th out of, I think it was 7th out of 40 athletes. That's awesome. That's great. You should be very proud of yourself, Zach. Really love the work. Keep it up, man. We're very proud of you. We had your eyes on you. We were cheering you on. Tristan Lee was also competing in the World Amateurs. I don't have any news yet on him, but as soon as I have more, I'll bring it up in the next episode. But I know he was dealing with a little bit of a knee issue there, but I'll talk to him more when he comes back, and we'll take it from there. So the last thing on the Arnold Classic was PNW's Tasha the Wolf Whalen, one of my good friends and honestly one of my heroes here locally as a coach, brings a lot of positivity and a lot of great knowledge to her athletes. She has competed. It was only a matter of time over the years as she's been competing at nationals and at, the Arnold Amateur, that she was going to get her pro card, and now she's done it. And I've checked the math on this, and this is nuts. So Tasha bringing home a pro card in 2024 solidifies that this is the 6th year in a row that a Pacific Northwest athlete has gotten their pro card status from Strongman Corporation. And I'm 98.2% sure that's correct. Amazing. The amount of pros that we have operating out of the gym, and I'm pretty sure all but one trained out of Dungeon, right? So, I mean, what can I say? I mean, we're lucky to have an amazing community, an amazing support system, just amazing athletes that are coming through here. And really just kind of, I can't wait for the future to see who, we've got several athletes that are actually planning on moving to this area to be able to train out of the gym, be able to train with, their fellow peers in the sport and everything like that. It's very humbling to think about it that way, but it's also a very exciting time. So once again, great job, athletes. Loved the grit out there. You made us all very, very proud, and we can't wait to see what you guys do in the future. Next thing on our list here is to talk about the Arnold Classic UK. So we have the Arnold Classic US that happened this past weekend, and then now we've got the Arnold Classic UK happening on the 16th and 17th in Birmingham, United Kingdom. Yours truly and our creative director Noah Bond is going to be going ahead of time. We're flying out here in a couple of days to have a little bit of a vacation, hang out, have a good time. And, before the Arnold Classic, we're going to do our best to provide a fun, vlog, if you will, of the journey. And
if you're new to the vlog, I'm sorry.
We might even get out on the streets of London and maybe interview some folks on what they know about strongman. And who knows, if somebody actually knows about the sport, we may get their insight on who they think that might win. And ultimately, I think I'm just going to have a lot of fun saying, you know who Lucas Hatton is? And they're going to say, what is a Lucas Hatton? And I can't wait for those conversations. Anyways, so for those that don't know who are competing, so we have our very own Angelica Jardine and Erin Murray, both competed obviously this past weekend. They're going to be competing again here in the UK. And then Lucas is actually getting his shot. And if you've not seen this lineup yet for the Arnold Classic UK, it is no joke. check out a previous episode that he did with his coach and with teammate Aaron when they were talking about their predictions for the show. It's a great thing to watch just as you're drinking coffee in the morning or anything like that, or when you're in the car. Don't watch it, listen to it. But, this is the best of the best. Thor, Matus, Martins Lisi. I mean, the Stoltman brothers, Gavin Bilton. This is it, man. And I cannot tell you how proud we are of him and how much he's worked to get prepared for this. He really has as a team, we've definitely been supporting him in his training, everything like that, making sure he's got the space and the support to be able to go out and compete. But yeah, this is an opportunity that there's a lot of folks in the strongman world want that same opportunity, and he's got it. And so we're going to get to see him, compete. So Noah, Dustin Tubbs, shout out Dustin, and myself, we're going to be front row center. And so if you see a very large, hairy figure jump up and down a lot and scream a lot, that's more than likely me. But that's how I am at shows. If you go compete at a show and I'm there to support you, I might embarrass you. But you know what? That's what you signed up for.
Try and help me understand exactly what it is that you signed up for.
Anyway, so that's the Arnold Classic UK. Really looking forward to that. Obviously, our next episode of In the News, or whatever we're calling the show at that point, I'll give an update on what happened there at that show for you, just in case if you're out of the loop. Okay, next up in the news, we're going to talk about the Rainier Classic for this year. Coming up, it's on May 4th and 5th, and so we are 8 weeks out from the show. Important updates, and obviously as we do these episodes every 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to be providing more updates on the show. So make sure that you're continuing to tune in, subscribe, so that you're getting those notifications. This is going to be an important, platform to be able to give you more updates on it. So number one is Pro-Am middleweight updates. So I sent out a video on Instagram about a week and a half ago with a call out to Pro-Am middleweight men and women that if you use code WPD24 on your registration, we're temporarily waiving those fees so that we can hit the minimums for athlete registration. Strongman Corporation, since we're a sanctioned show with them, in order to be able to qualify for pro card status, to be able to give amateurs that opportunity, we need at least 10 athletes. In addition, having at least 10 athletes gives us as promoters, we've been blessed to be able to have a great network as we've continued to do the Rainier, and as our team has competed worldwide. The way that we run the show, it's very professional, and it's a gold standard for a great pro show here in the States right now. So with that being said, really, you coming and supporting this as a weight class athlete, you're giving us the ammunition that we need to be able to go pitch for international opportunities. We've been able to partner with JF Caron and this Canadian Strongman circuit for this year for the Pro-Am Open Men. Next year, because this year they're bringing Open Women to North America's Strongest, but they're doing it invite only to get the show started. But starting in 2025, the Rainier is going to be the gateway to get to North America's Strongest for a shot at a big prize pool. JF's great. He pays for travel and lodging for you to go out there. And so it is a legitimate opportunity for you, another opportunity for you as an athlete to be able to go compete on the international scene that's outside of the everyday avenues that are currently available to you now. So please take advantage of that. The update that I have right now is we have met the minimum for Pro-Am middleweight men. So we're good to go, man. I hope you guys are ready for a war. I've seen some of these names. I can't be more excited. Right now, I believe we're at 13 signups. So yeah, I cannot wait for that. Thank you guys for the support. I can't wait to see all of you come out and compete. On the women's side, we're still waiting on 4 or 5, I think, to be able to meet that minimum. So just remember, guys, there are 2 ways for you to get pro card status right now through Strongman Corp. And that is nationals, where you're going to be competing against a lot of folks, trust me, been there before, right? And shows like the Rainier. And right now, as far as I know, we're the only ones. There's a couple other programs that have started popping up across the country that are, I believe, maybe offering the same. But I know Dion and I have, built a great relationship together, and she knows that we work our ass off to put on a great show, and she knows the standards that we set. And so I know for sure that our show, is the only one that actually gives that opportunity. So make sure that you're getting involved. Also, as an athlete, make sure that you're getting your spot reserved. The roster's filling up really quickly. This is going to be our goal with the Rainier is to prepare you as best as possible for, you going to nationals or a bigger show, right? A lot of folks have said that the Rainier is heavy and hard and things like that. Well, in our opinion, good, right? There's a reason why. I'm going to just have a little bit of a brag session here. There's a reason why we have as many good athletes coming out of Dungeon in the Pacific Northwest as we do. And it's because we prepare well, and we compete well in order to make sure that we're doing well in the national and world scene. So make sure that you're getting that opportunity to come out to the Rainier, have a good time, come see the Pacific Northwest in the summer. It's amazing. And then if you're in the local community and want to come out, it's an amazing time. Come watch the show. It's a 2-day show at the Greater Tacoma Convention Center. You know, kids love to watch this stuff. I mean, I know me and a couple buddies, including Lucas, went out to go, Braden too, went out to go watch monster trucks, you know, a few weeks ago in the Tacoma, like 2 months ago, month ago, something like that, at the Tacoma Dome. And it's a good time, man. But it was a little weird having, you know, 3 grown men around, you know, kids watching monster trucks. Yeah, but we were screaming louder than they were. So point is, it's $20 for the whole weekend. It's a great experience. We're going to have a lot of vendors there selling great stuff, and it's just going to be a good time. It's going to be intense. It's going to be a lot of fun. So you can either go on a beautiful hike out in the Pacific Northwest, or you can come to a great strongman show. So anyways. All right, next up, we're going to talk about the event calendar for the rest of this year for Dungeon. So we've got a lot of questions around this on, hey, Ryan, what can we expect to see for different events that I can, you know, get involved in? Obviously, like I've mentioned before, a big goal of ours this year was to expand with our new facility. We've definitely had a lot of strongman focused events in our last location, mostly just because the spot that we had wasn't really conducive. We didn't have a lot of room to be able to host really good powerlifting shows, weightlifting shows, and things like that. Well, we've designed our facility here locally to be around to doing that very well. So we're going to be doing, so let me just run through this really quick. This is tentative. We'll send out more details as it comes up, but obviously May, we have the Rainier Classic. In June, it's pretty much locked up. We can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure we're going to do it. Dungeon is most likely going to be hosting the Special Olympic State Championships for powerlifting here in June. July, we're going to be doing an arm lifting show for the Super Series via Arm Lifting USA. And that's Ricardo Magni's federation. Really excited to be able to bring that to you guys and to give you an opportunity to compete in the world stage and grip. It's going to be awesome. And then in August, we've got our first WRPF. We have it tentatively put on the calendar. We still need to, you know, button up a couple things. But in August, we're going to have our first sanctioned powerlifting show via WRPF here at Dungeon. Really pumped about the experience that we're going to be able to offer you as an athlete. We've got 250-inch projector screens here in the gym. We got multiple combo racks so that the warm-up area, we've got the warm-up area designed well, you know, from a traffic flow perspective. Everything has just been designed around putting on a hell of a powerlifting show. So really excited to be able to introduce that to the community and be able to offer that to you. Really, one thing that we've noticed as a staff was if you wanted to go to there's several good powerlifting shows, you know, in the state of Washington, but for ones that are sanctioned that you wanted to compete in, if you're in the Seattle Tacoma area, you're traveling anywhere between an hour to 3 hours to get to those shows. And so we really want to be, you know, a great resource for you, you know, to be able to come to a show that you can, you know, obviously a sanctioned show that you can come, get the records that you want to get, you know, hit those goals and be able to have it here to where maybe you don't have to drive as far. So really excited for that. All right. So next up in the news, we're talking about the DSRX Town Hall that's happening here at the end of the month. It's going to be on March 30th from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. here at the gym. Well, what's a town hall? What's the point, right? And so, you know, we've been really blessed moving into this new facility. We've had a lot of new members that have signed up, and thank you once again for those that are new coming and joining us here. We hope that you've been enjoying the experience, the new equipment, and everything like that. We're hoping it's a truly unique experience and one that you'll enjoy for a long time to come. But also for, you know, the folks that have been with us since 1.0, hopefully the work that you've seen us put into this place is, you know, hopefully it's a good enough thank you for, you know, your support and being able to support us back in the day, you know, and hopefully you're enjoying it. But, you know, there's multiple birds with one stone that I'm able to knock out by doing a town hall. Number one, it gives me an opportunity to give you guys a full review of the work that's been happening behind the scenes. Obviously, as you've been in here working out, you've probably seen Lucas, Braden, Noah, me, Billy, Saul, others walking around with tools or unboxing things, maybe getting in the way of your workout. Our bad on that. But all of it is built around trying to create one of the best strength gyms in the world, right? So I want to make sure I'm giving you guys a full update of what's been happening behind the scenes, and also what's new at the gym. I just had a member. I was just looking at Braden, but I just had a member sign up this past 2 months ago, and came up to me and was like, "Oh, I didn't even know you guys had a sauna." So the town hall gives me another opportunity to let everybody know, hey, what's new at the gym, what's available to you to be able to use and how to use it. Full review on, we've had some questions around DSRX Premium, which is an amazing thing that we're offering to the community. Unlimited classes, unlimited body comp, reports, unlimited seminars that we put on, access to those seminars that we're putting on, and a 24/7 gym membership for a very affordable price. But, a lot of folks don't know how to sign up for classes and things like that. So I'm going to be able to give a good run through of that for everybody. Also, we're going to give, it's just another opportunity for me to give an update on the community, just similar to what I'm doing here with our podcast, but an opportunity for me to do that in person with all of you. What's happening with our athletes, what shows to look forward to, partnerships that we're working on, and everything like that. Also, a look under the hood of future plans for the gym. So what's the plan for 2025, 2026? I am a big component in trying to be as transparent as possible with the community to let you guys know what to look forward to. Like I said earlier in other videos, every day, every week, every month, we're trying to improve on what we're doing here. It's just the way that we're built, and it's a part of our culture. And so we want to be able to show you what we're looking forward to in the future. So also, it's an opportunity for, there to be a little bit of an open forum on feedback from the community. Now, I've done this a couple of times in the past, and I just ask, be respectful, right? If there's something that's, I've heard nothing but great positive reviews from the community, but the open forum gives us an opportunity to very respectfully be able to give constructive feedback on the ins and outs of the gym, and be able to give us feedback that we don't get to hear on a regular basis on how we can improve, and the things that you do love, the things that you don't love. And we do our best to be able to, stick to our mission, stick to our, culture, but also make sure that we're improving the experience as much as we can. And finally, last but certainly, the most important part here is just an opportunity for new members to be able to get to know other members, right? So, a lot of members that come to Dungeon for the first time, there's a little bit of intimidation there. I've heard from a few new members, they knew about us for a while, but they finally worked up the nerve to walk through the door. I know Dungeon can kind of seem on the outside, especially with, a lot of our coaches and athletes that are competing at a world level. It could be a little bit of intimidating. I think a lot of people look at the gym as, oh, you only go there if you're, a national or elite athlete. That couldn't be further from the truth. Really, that's really what makes, our gym special, is really, the way I like to put it is we really hit the 3 H's really well. And that is, we're humble, right? So there's not anybody here, a coach or athlete that's won worlds or nationals, that shows even an ounce of arrogance. Always humble, always hungry, always looking to learn and get better. And that's really a big part of our DNA. The second part is hardworking. We don't care if you bench the bar or less or 600 pounds. If you're willing to come in and put the work and be able to, push yourself, we want to help you do that. We're a pretty goofy bunch here, but when it comes to work and our workouts, we get after it, right? And we want the same for you. And then the third one is we give them hell. So in competitions and everything that we're doing in life, out in and outside of the gym, we give it hell, and we do our best that we can and make sure that we're supporting each other along the way. So anyways, long story short, the town hall gives us an opportunity as a community to be able to come together, and be able to put new faces with older faces. So anyways, all right. So next up, we're here in the next couple of weeks. We're actually going to be hosting a ladies' night here, March 22nd. A few of our coaches here are going to be hosting that. They're going to be announcing more on this here in the future, but it's an opportunity for you to be able to come, get to know some of the women here in the gym, be able to have a really good workout with them, and to be able to learn more about how you can live a healthier lifestyle moving forward in and out of the gym. Really looking forward to that. More details to come from them. So be on the lookout. But I know the date is confirmed on March 22nd, the last time I talked to Coach Jess, which was a couple days ago. All right. New equipment alert. I think that's been the best part about moving into the new space, is everyone's been really pumped about being able to come in and, it feels like Christmas, because it's almost like every other day we're unboxing something to be able to put in the gym. I've been trying to make sure I've been setting expectations. Really, we're getting to the end now. There's 1 or 2 more new pieces coming in, but it's all downhill from here right now. I'm just kidding. But, it's been fun. bringing in a lot of the new equipment and being able to see it used and everything like that. But number one, if you don't know yet, we actually have a new monolift here at the gym made by Legend Fitness. I shopped around a lot for a monolift, and I chose this one specifically, mostly because it is overbuilt as hell. This thing by itself weighs 1,400 pounds. It can handle any weight that you can throw at it. And so really, this is the monolift that I want to be able to have here 30 years from now, right? It's indestructible. So, I'm really excited for folks to be able to come in and have that resource, especially the powerlifting community, equip lifters, if that's something that you're interested as well, that's now available here at Dungeon. In the back classroom, we've got new kettlebell sets. We've got new dumbbell sets that are available. Like I said before, one of the cool things about, the new facility is we're able to offer strength conditioning classes almost every weekday almost every day of the week, the whole week here at Dungeon. And we have a classroom dedicated to that and for our members to be able to take advantage of that. And so if you want more information on premium, or, you have any questions, if you're here in the gym, feel free to talk to me, Lucas, Saul, or any of the coaches, and we can bring you up to speed on, on how you can get involved in that and be able to take advantage of our classes. And then big announcement, it's time. It has come. The Soren X back attack is on its way. So it was ordered this past weekend. So about 12 to 14 weeks, we'll have that here in the gym. If you don't know what the back attack is, it's an incredible posterior chain, machine designed for the concentric movement. It's a very safe way to be able to work your hamstrings and your glutes while not risking your arms or your shoulders in those movements. For those of you that don't know much about Dungeon, we've handpicked every single piece of equipment that comes into the gym. We're very passionate about, for example, there's nothing wrong with LA Fitness, but if you're going to LA Fitness, it's just machine throw up, right? It's if you're a strength enthusiast. Wah, 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 wah. Sorry, I mess up sometimes.
Messed up a word.
Anyways, so if you're a strength enthusiast in LA Fitness, there's really, you're not using 20% of the machines that are built specifically for you, right? And if you're waiting for those, you're probably waiting your fourth or fifth in line for those machines. It's a popular place to be. So at Dungeon, we've handpicked a lot of our specialty equipment to be able to help you in that. And this is a very key piece of what we think is a very great machine for being able to train in all things, in all strength careers. So really excited to be able to have that, and it should be here in about 12 to 14 weeks. Last thing here is new merch is on the way. So shirts, hoodies, sweatpants, hats, those orders are going through probably within the next 2 or 3 weeks. My goal is we're also launching our new website as well here very soon. And I'm hoping that we can, synchronize those things up to where you can easily be able to order your merch online. We're going to have it set up here in the gym to where we can ship anywhere in the country. So if there's, ways you want to support the gym or get some really cool stuff, you'll be able to get it on DungeonStrengthRx.com. Don't go to the website now. It's terrible. But in the future, I'll announce it. It's going to be cool, right? But for those in the local community that have been asking about it, that is on its way. So, all right. And so I think that wraps us up here for our first episode of In the News. As I mentioned before, going to try to have these episodes out every 2 or 3 weeks. Make sure that you're leaving in the comments, hey, what are some things I may have missed? The comments are going to be a great way for the community to update each other on things that I've missed, right? And so if I missed something, put out in the comments, hey, Ryan missed this, but this is coming up or something like that. You won't hurt my feelings. I promise you on that. And so, but the other side of that as well is if there's anything more that you'd like to hear news on in the future, let us know and we'll try to incorporate that in our future episodes. So hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, morning, whenever you're watching this, and we'll see you guys here soon. Yeah. Welcome to Dungeons. Dude, that would be so great. That would be amazing.
I'm adding that in the end.
Oh,
that's gonna be a blooper reel.
That was great. Oh my god, we have to do more intros like that.
That's going in.
Dude, that's great.